Hello teacher, my name is Chelsea Ramos and today I will tell you or explain you my process in the class. First of all, I want to talk about my contribution, and I think that my contribution was pretty well because when I was working with my classmates in the teamwork, I think that I tried to help them a lot, and also I was always like support them or something like that. And I think that when you put like some activities or something like that, I always was like responsible with with those activities. My participation, I think that I improved my participation compared with the last process that we did, because in the last process I think that I didn't participate as much as I can, but but nowadays I think that I really participate in the class. I ask even if I didn't have clear something, I ask. And when you ask something, I was like always wanted to participate. So I think that in this time, I think that I improved my participation, my learning. So in this part of the class, I think that I learned how to choose correctly a market gap, and also the difference between market gap and sector. I think that in our career these definitions are pretty important because we study international business. So I think that this vocab that I learned was pretty good. And my language development, I think that I learned a lot of words that I didn't know about, or market gap, industry, or something like technical vocabulary. So I think in this part of the class I learned about that. Okay, so now what are three things that I believe that you will say about my participation and actions during the process? So maybe you will say that I improve my participation because I feel like I'm more comfortable than the last process. Also, maybe you will say that I try to talk more in the class, because I think that in this process I try to participate and also try to express my ideas. And the third one, the last one, I would say maybe that I was asking the things that I didn't have clear, because in the last process I was like just quiet, maybe when I didn't understand something. But in this process I think that I asked more, and my activities were like clear when I was asking. If I could give my own grade, I will give myself like a 4.7 or something like that, 4.6, because it was like I mentioned before. I think that I improved my participation. I was like paying more attention in the class, was like more active in the class. So I think that my grade could be like 4.6 or 7, something like that, close to them.